Now that we have fully reconciled and entered all the ledgers and their relevant balances, now let's come under this section, which is entering the customers and their balances. And similarly, we will enter all the vendors and their balances. The procedure is very simple. I'll go to card file and go to card list first. Now I'll click on customers first and click on new. Now my first customer name is Bashir. So as soon as I press tab, it will open up all the other fields that we need to enter. If we have the relevant information for these customers, you can mention their address, city, country, phone numbers, whatever you like. So card ID is basically a code by which this customer is identified. That depends on the company, but for now I'll give C100. So I'll follow this sequence: C100, C200, C300, but you can follow your own sequence. Now we also have many information to enter if you want to. For example, in the card details, you can enter some notes, any custom list, any custom fields that you need to see on the top of the invoice. Normally there are some times where you want to see a custom field where you can enter some other relevant details. For example, the type of product you are selling, or you want to enter the NTN number or something else on invoice, so you can just use that. Similarly, we have the seller details. All the seller configurations is there, payment details, contact logs, jobs, and history. But for now I'll just keep it simple. I'll just create the customer code and name. Click OK. Now the customer is created, but the relevant balance hasn't been put yet. So I'll enter all the customer balances later on, but first I'll create all the customers. So next one is Abu Bakr. And it is C200. And let's click OK. Similarly, next one is Mubarak, and it is C300, and click OK. Now for example, if I created a customer by accident like this, and now let's say I want to delete it, then I can simply right click and click on delete card. Now to enter all the balances, I'll go to setup and balances and click on customer balances. Now in this section, if you see in the bottom, the total sales is 0 and it shows that linked account receivable balance is 150,000. So that means we have put the receivables as a total of 150,000 at the starting point when we were entering the trial balances. But that actually doesn't match with these balances, because individual customers balances also needs to be updated so that it can properly get linked. As we know that 150,000 is account receivable, but the individual details is 50,000 for Bashir, 60,000 for Abu Bakr, and 40,000 for Mubarak. That makes the total of 150,000, and these two should link up. So that's why it's showing out of balance. So what we need to do is, I'll just close this. Let's go again. Balances, customer balances. I'll click directly on add sale. You don't need to select any customer, otherwise you will go in further details. Click on add sale. Select the customer, for example Abu Bakr. Now here, if you notice that it automatically gives an invoice number, so I'll not change it. You can give a manual number if you want to, but for now I'll just keep it as it is. Date is 1st of January 2020, and it says in the memo that this is a pre-conversion sale. I'll change it to opening balance, right? Opening balance, and the total including tax is, first I selected Abu Bakr, okay, doesn't matter, 60,000, and this is tax is not applicable in this assignment, so I'll just change it to GST free, use code, and then just record it. Similarly, next one is, let's say Bashir, use customer, 1st of January is already set. Change it to opening balance. Actually, you can copy this description if you want, so that you don't have to write it again and again. 50,000 is the balance, and change it to GST free. Use this text code and record. Similarly, the next one is 40,000. As you can see, out of balance is only 40,000 now. So let's select Mubarak and let's paste this, and 40,000 GST free, and use text code, and then just record. So as soon as the balance matches, it will show you this prompt that congratulations, your total outstanding invoices equal the balance of your linked account receivable. You are ready to use sales command center. Means now it is fully reconciled, and now you can use the sales section of MYOB. Click OK, click OK. And now you can see out of balance is changed to 0. Now let's check the balance also. Abu Bakr is 60,000, Bashir is 50,000, and Mubarak is 40,000. Now similarly, I'll create the vendors and put their balances. You can just pause this video and try it by your own, or otherwise I'm showing you the procedure. To enter the vendors and their balances, I'll go to setup and click on balances and click on supplier balances now. Now to create the vendors, first of all, we need to create the vendors and then put the balances. So I'll go to card file and card list. Go to supplier and click on new. Now similarly, we have only 2 vendors, that is Danial and Shahid. So first of all, Danial, and press a tab. I'll follow the code procedure V100 and click OK. Similarly, new one is Shahid. Write Shahid, press tab, V200. So click OK. Now let's put their balances. Close, go to setup, balances and supplier balances, add purchase. Now first one was Danial and balance is 100,000. 1st of January 2020. Let's paste opening balance, and 100,000 is balance, and it is GST free. Record. Next one is Shahid, and balance is 250,000, and this is also GST free. Record. So it will show you this prompt: congratulations, your total outstanding purchases equal to the balance of linked payables account. You are ready to use purchase command center as well. So similar message is shown. Click OK. OK. Let's check the balance. Danial 100,000, Shahid 250,000, which makes the total to 350,000, and out of balance now changed to 0. All OK. Click close. Now after all is done, let's go to reports and accounts and check the trial balance, that if the balance is intact or does it change. Click on display. So it is intact on 5478539. But now if I click on trade debtors, so it will show me the details of it. As you can see that opening balance 60,000, 50,000, 40,000. So basically it makes the journal entry in the background by our individual customers and vendors entries. So this is how we update vendors and customer balances in MYOB.